Variant and rock.
9. Camera. Button. Uploads. Civilized Eyes Podcast new intro. Go to channel. Darian Tucker. Play video. Button. Civilized Eyes Podcast. Civilized Eyes Podcast. Civilized Eyes Podcast new intro. Go to video player. Darian Tucker. Play video. Button. Civilized Eyes Podcast. Civilized Eyes Podcast. Civilized Eyes Podcast.
Variant Tucker and Romaine full screen unlabeled variant unlabeled rock.
Baby,
Lofi news night.
Yeah.
Enter conflict.
I would like to create my own my phone. I meant to say my own YouTube channel. My phone. I meant to say my own YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, we're live. I meant to say my own YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. We're live. That sounding.
You hear that music back there?
No. Is that Chinese music?
Lofi night driving.
Baby,
Yeah,
is that Chinese music they used to play back in the day?
Rock night low and
I think so.
Acoustic.
Oh,
and
Lord.
left review. Info. Music.
Baby, why do you torture me?
News files upload back info but backgrounds. Add video clip upload list ends. Grand dash at option video grand dash video dash out.
I divided my time to divide both of the minds. Not in the sense of owning shit like when they say that one's mine. You gotta open your mind so it can open your eyes. Ain't no promoting that opening cause I'm noticing potent. As if epiphany's hitting me cause I'm speaking unholy. Chasing diamonds and rollers, they chasing Rarries and Rovers. Made it my business to focus, make it your business to focus. Cause if you know this you're not alone, if you are devoted. We're about that action, but we're in control. No, we're not reacting.
Grand dash video dash output. Enter.
That was pretty dope.
yeah. We need more practice though.
What more practice does it need?
I need more practice, like when to turn it on, because we went through a whole lot of stuff just to get the video going.
Lofi night driving music.
So what I'm gonna do
Mm-hmm.
is I'm gonna delete this video, this live, and then when me
what
and
we-
you,
You talking about what we are doing right now?
yeah, I'm gonna get me and you, K-Ro and Keela together and see whether or not if it's good, like how I do the things. Like when we talking, you know, that right there was a video of me and some letters coming up on the screen saying Civilized Eyes Podcast, like and subscribe. Now, but when we're just talking, we're gonna play music like, you know, in the background, like background music, things like this. Like
Lofi night driving music. Enter.
can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll just pick from this selection. It can be that. You know, there's just some chill music right here. So what do you think? Should the Civilized Eyes Podcast go forward with becoming an international company? An international podcast where we talk about things in France, Germany, Italy.
So the international, that right there should be one of the that's the long-term goal.
Right. That'll be like the long-term goal where we'll reach out to the blind that is over there in those.
That's the long-term goal.
Right.
But right now, we have to focus on the short-term goal to get to that long-term.
Rock music.
Okay, let's change the mood real quick.
Enter. Rock music.
Hey, Dushan, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, and yourself?
I'm doing well. Well, we're here on the Civilized Eye Podcast. This is
Yes,
what's
we are.
possible. And we just want to introduce the panel first. My name is Darian Tucker, and I'm your host.
Hello, good evening, all. My name is Dushan Hasan, and I am also your host.
Okay, all right now. We're going to switch up the mood again. How do we like that? As a background music, like music we can just talk on, dialogue upon. This is a great platform. What do you think? Okay, and on the screen, babe, yes. There's text saying Civilized Eyes Podcast running across the bottom of the screen and coming back around. It just continues to
It's like it's circular.
Yeah. It's like, you know how they do like how they have on the headline news. So that's how that looks.
Yeah, it's like the well, I know you've never seen it, but in New York they have some news station called New York One. And that's what it was on New York One. Like every minute it'd be a new like story that comes around.
Right.
Yeah. But in any event, yeah.
Okay.
Enter into space music. Feeding the ducks music. Enter. Feeding the
ducks music.
When we're deep in conversation.
When we're deep in conversation, what type of background music do you think we need? Like slow, a little bit of like this, or kind of fast?
A little bit slower. Give me a little bit slower music.
Right.
Show me a little bit slower.
Okay.
Daydreaming. Enter. Daydream.
I can't. I lost my vision. And I didn't even know how to deal with it.
It's okay. We continue on.
I know you don't know what to say because
I really don't know.
You can see you have 2020.
But you see, for some wait, baby.
Huh?
Let's stop and really think about that sort of situation.
Okay, let's go to another thing.
Enter.
Okay. So, going to that situation with someone, they're like, oh, you know, I lost my vision and y'all don't understand. Hold on, what's I gotta see?
Bless you.
Excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, like let's say someone would come on the show and say, "Oh, you know, I lost my vision. Y'all don't understand what I'm going through." No, we actually do understand exactly what we're going through. We may not understand it to the depths of how you may feel and whatnot, but we do understand.
Yeah, we do understand.
Yeah, we absolutely do. We don't feel how you feel, but we understand what you're going through.
Right, and the loss of vision, the factors of losing vision are broad.
You said what? Can you please cut the music?
Acoustics and enter. Acoustics and Mac.
We shouldn't do that music. We shouldn't use that music.
Why?
Because it's too distracting.
No, I like that music. It's just you're trying to focus on it. You know, it kind of get people hyped up. You know, as they're listening what you having to say, you're motivating people. But like when it's just bland like this, I mean, it makes it. You know, I can hear Aunt Marnie back there. You know.
Yeah.
You want to try to create an atmosphere.
Like block out the background.
Right. And like my dad and my brother over here, they watching the game and they like, woo!
Uh-huh.
So when you do like
That's funny.
podcasts, you want to you want to create like some background
Mm-hmm.
music, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah, but
I can be listening in the morning right now.
yeah, but like for this moment, I would just like to discuss this with you.
Oh, okay. We can
Yeah,
do that.
yeah. So yeah, like situations like going back to what I was talking. I'm loud. Going back to what I was talking about, like a situation like that, where someone go, "Oh my God, you understand what I'm going through?" That is not true. We do understand what you're going through. We may not feel what you are going through, but we certainly do understand.
Right.
We certainly do understand.
So can you not hear them back there?
Hear what? I'm focused in on this
Oh,
conversation
okay.
that we are
I can't focus.
You can't focus.
Nah. I'll be right back. Don't
All
go.
right.
And we still on live. I don't think I'm gonna delete this video. I think
Why
I'm
is
just keep
that?
it up so we can, we're transparent. We're a transparent podcast. We letting them see how we're developing ourselves. We
Mm-hmm.
went from not having an intro and not having broadcast music, not having our brand flown
Mm-hmm.
across the screen. We just
Mm-hmm.
want to let them know, let them see our progress. So we'll keep that on there.
All right. We're gonna keep this video right here on here.
Yeah, I was gonna delete it though. But you can continue talking to the people, to the audience.
Oh, okay, sure. So yeah, in any event, so let me tell everyone my story. So yeah, I've been blind for around about 20 years now. I lost my vision right around the time of 9/11. I was uh, I was 13. I was 13 years old when I became blind. Uh, I became blind due to several strokes that I had to my optic nerve. Um, how it all began.
Hey man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
No, go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I was talking to Hasan.
Oh, hey, Hassan.
He went back. He said the game about to end.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So in any event, so going back to my story. So yeah, I became blind. Like I said, when I was about when I became blind right after my 13th birthday, which was right before 9/11. How I
Okay.
became blind once again. I had multiple strokes to my optic nerve, but how it all began was from something called an AVM, which is basically in simple terms, is basically tangled up blood vessels on my brain. That's how it all began. I was in school one day. It was at the very end of the school day. Um, and my neck had locked up to one side, and I wasn't able to, like when you go to the doctor and they say put your ear to your shoulder, your left ear to your left shoulder, and then they tell you do the same thing to the other side, your right ear to your right shoulder. I couldn't do my left ear to my left shoulder. I was in so much excruciating pain, so much pain, unbearable. Um, so yeah, my I'm like I said, it was at the end of the school day. I went to the school nurse, and the school nurse, she thought that I had a crook in my neck. She figured she asked me if I slept the wrong way. I told her no. She asked me if I twisted my neck, the usual questions to ask a child. So and I'm telling the nurse, I'm like, no, I'm just, my neck just locked up. So it was, like I said, it was the end of the school day. My school was closing for the end of the day, and all the kids are walking by, and I'm sitting in the nurse's office asking the nurse, I'm telling the nurse, like, miss, I have to go home. I cannot stay here with y'all. So then the nurse, she says to me, she says, okay, I will let you go, but it has to be, with your parents' consent. I called in my mother. My mother at that time, she was working downtown at the I'm sorry. My mother, she was working downtown near the towers, near the twin towers. The Twin Towers. My mother, she was working not near the Twin Towers. She was working downtown in Lower Manhattan. She was working in Lower Manhattan, and yeah. And I went to school, like my school was like 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know. It was quite a distance away by train. And so I called on my mother. My mother, she was telling me that she wasn't. I think my mother was telling me that she wasn't going to be able to make it up there, up to my school in time to pick me up. Of course, she wasn't if it was at the end of the day to come pick me up in time. So, my mother, she gave the nurse permission to to let me go home. I go home, walk through my door, I vomit. Everything came up. Everything I had from that morning on to that afternoon, everything came up. I was in so much pain. I went to my mother's room. I get to my mother's room, and I thank God that my mother, that she had dark shades in her room. I went on her bed. I went to her bed, got up underneath her covers, pulled the blanket and the sheets over my head. I could not take the light. The light was killing my eyes. So anywho, moving forward, my god sister, she comes running through the house, and she's, all worried about me, and whatnot. And like she's running around my house looking for me. And then I pop my head up underneath the blanket and she looks at me and she's like, Deshaun, you don't look good. What's wrong? And then my mother, she comes running through the house saying the exact thing, Deshaun, what's wrong? You don't look good. And everyone's saying this to me. Everyone's saying, Deshaun, what happened? You look perfectly fine before you left the house this morning. And I said to them, I don't know. I really cannot explain the reason why this happened. Anywho, moving forward, now, keep in mind, I've never been sick. Never had no health issues or nothing up until that day. My mother, she did not know, my mother, she was young. She didn't know that, like, who would ever sit there and say to themselves, oh, I gotta take my child to the hospital. She has an AVM or anything. That's what I have, was an AVM. So who would ever think that? So moving forward, my mother, she takes me to the hospital. I get to the hospital. And the minute I walk through the hospital doors, there's the doctor. Shouts out to Dr. Raya. He's known me ever since I was a little girl, like very, very, very little girl. He's known me. And he took one look at me and he was like, what's wrong? Of course, I don't know why this man did this to me. He's speaking in Spanish, asking me, what's wrong? What happened? What's going on? Why you look sick? Why you look sad? Look at me. He's talking to me. He's saying this whole thing or this whole direction, whatnot, to me in Spanish. I'm like, no, please, English.
That right there was the video.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
That's awesome, babe. And I heard this video before because likewise you heard my story.
Yeah. Yes.
Now I'm not like right here. We're going to stop. Okay. And we got Hasan here.
Hey, Hasan.
Hey, Hasan.
Hey, Hasan.
Hey, Hasan. Yeah, let this camera see you. So this is Hasan. He's the one that edited the video, our intro video for us.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
He's the one who edited the intro video for us, and he just got here. He was watching the game. Well, I'm bringing him out. Go Hawks! Yeah.
Shout outs to Hasan and the Hawks.
Yeah. So I'm bringing him here to let him see the video, and let us know if it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to pause this.
All right.
Okay.
Flow and click out info group left remove.
Hassan, let me know if I'm looking to the camera, please.
Upload info back video clip. Upload list at brand dash video dash out.
I divided my time to divide both of the minds. Not in the sense of owning shit like when they say that one's mine. You gotta open your mind so it can open your eyes. Ain't no promoting that opening cause I'm noticing potent. As if epiphany's hitting me cause I'm speaking unholy. They're chasing diamonds and rollers, they chasing Rarries and Rovers. Made it my business to focus, make it your business to focus. Cause if you know this you're not alone, if you are devoted. We're about that action, but we're in control. No, we're not reacting.
Enter.
Yeah. All right, babe. You like it?
I love it.
Okay. And that's me on the track.
Really?
You can drop me off.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not me, man.
Yeah, that's me. All right, that's me. All right.
Y'all have a good
All
one.
right. Hasan about to go.
Bye, Deshaun.
All right, see you later, Hassan. Hope to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the same.
All right, later.
Of course, I'm gonna come back, man.
Yeah.
When was the next time I'm going to be able to see Hassan?
Huh?
When's the next time I'm going to be able to see Hassan?
I don't know. We'll probably soon. Couple days.
Did you
But,
say soon in my 80s?
Nah.
Edit Darian end broadcast.
Okay, I'm about to end the broadcast. Thank you all for watching. This video will be edited. We'll be taking Deshaun's story down too and putting it on its own like platform, on its own like video clip.
Oh, wait, we have to re-record that.
Nah, you did good. We'll re-listen to it. We'll see whether or not you want to redo it.
Lord.
Because you know how you are, when someone, when I ask you to do it again, you be like, oh, I don't know what to say.
Whatever.
Enter.
Okay.
But at least